People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you People's State Bank and Grant Regional Health Center coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors.
Schoolgirls softball
and sponsored
tonight.
by House Electric, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Bytech Incorporated, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Claire Bank, Donnie's Tire and Auto, Fuller's Milker Center, Gary's Pest Control, Community First Bank, Guy's Truck and Tractor Service, Hernson's Ace Hardware, Krantz Auto Parts, the Peterson Agency, the Raleigh Cheese House, Mound City Bank, the Russell Law Office, the Shoebox, Sloan Implement, Timmerman's Talents, Tricor Insurance, and Wolf Construction.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Potosi High School. Rob Spangler bringing you high school girls softball on a blustery, windy, but at least not freezing cold day in southwest Wisconsin. So we've got that going for us. But holy cow, the wind gusting up to 40 miles per hour. I don't know, maybe even more than that. You can see the backstop shaking with the wind out of the west-northwest. And therefore, it's blowing in hard from right field here in Potosi. But we look forward to a great game. We've got two really good teams, the Belmont Braves, who are so far undefeated on the season, 5-0, 2-0 in Six Rivers play. They come in off two high-scoring wins in Prairie du Chien over the weekend at a tournament. And the Potosi Cassville squad, 500 on the year, but they have played several more games. They're 4-4 on the year, 2-1 in conference play so far, and a big win last Friday over Judah Albany. We're going to talk with both coaches. Aaron Kirchhoff, head coach for Potosi Cassville, She'll join us right after this timeout. And we'll also be talking with Coach Daly from Belmont right after this break here on Extreme 107.1 and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. This is the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersections of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese.
Pregame 1.
From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
It's one of the best rivalries in baseball, Milwaukee versus Chicago. Go to the game with MidwestBusTrips.com. Just pack your cooler and invite your friends. They take care of the rest. Board their buses to American Family Field in Milwaukee Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, May 2nd, 3rd, or 4th for Milwaukee versus Chicago. With departures from Platteville and Dubuque, it's a stress-free day of baseball at American Family Field. Get full trip details and purchase your tickets now at MidwestBusTrips.com. Pre-game 1.
Welcome back to our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Tonight's softball matchup, Potosi Cassville hosting Belmont in a Six Rivers Conference match. And Coach Daly, assistant coach for the Belmont Braves, joins us on our pregame show. Coach, good to talk to you.
Hi, good to talk to you too.
So you guys are off to a nice start, 5-0 so far. 2 big wins in Prairie du Chien over the weekend. Looked like a lot of offense. You guys are hitting the ball, at least that's what it looks like. Is that accurate?
Yes, we have a very strong offensive team right now. It's great to see them putting all the work that they've done together and having it come through.
Yeah, then we see that win over Lancaster, I think, was 7-5, the final. So obviously a tight one, but you're learning how to kind of close out games too in those late game scenarios as well.
Yes, and we do have a few sophomores who are really starting to produce under pressure. It was a sophomore who hit that game-winning hit. So it's really great that we have a lineup that's solid through and through.
Now, I know you can't compare opponents by, off of who you've played and who they've played and then try and deduce, what you're going to get. But I'm sure you probably look at schedules and you see, well, Potosi, they did play Lancaster earlier. Also won by 2 runs, also a high-scoring game. What are your thoughts on facing Potosi Cassville and what you maybe expect from them?
Well, you never want to underestimate or overestimate your opponent, so you just have to go in with the confidence that your team's going to do what they know how to do, because weather can definitely change and it's windy today. So that's definitely going to affect both teams. So you just kind of have to know that your team's going to do what they know how to do.
Yeah, you mentioned the wind. That will be a factor. I mean, unless it dies down, but it's blowing in strong from right field, which means anything hit out to right, probably not going to go very far. But then again, if you can pull, to left a little bit, might have a little help at your back.
Yeah. If we can do that, that'd be great. But we just got to hope that at least our outfielders can make plays and our offense can hit the holes.
All right. Well, Coach Daly, thank you for joining us on the pregame show.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You bet. We'll have more right after this here on Extreme 107.1, also on our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel tonight.
Pregame 2. Precision, power, and opportunity. Start your CNC journey now at Southwest Tech in Fenimore. You can train for a high-demand CNC machining job in just 32 weeks. With a mix of online learning and hands-on labs, get the skills you need on a schedule that works for you. In less than a year, you'll be ready for a stable, well-paying career in manufacturing. New student registration begins in April for fall 2025. Don't wait. Apply now at swtc.edu/CNC program. Southwest Tech. Your future starts here.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Shop, pick, and save for your tailgate. Earn a free Brewers ticket for every $50 spent with your Fresh Perks card at Pick and Save now through April 15th. Visit pickandsave.com/Brewers for full details. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Pregame 2.
Welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show, bringing you some high school girls softball tonight. Potosi Cassville hosting Belmont, Six Rivers Conference Girls Softball. Aaron Kirchhoff, head coach for Potosi Cassville, joins us now. And Coach, first of all, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
You bet. So you guys take on Belmont, obviously, one of the perennial powers in the conference. You kind of know what you're up against. But, looking at the schedule so far, you guys have gotten in quite a few more games than them, which I would assume that's going to be a little bit of an advantage, and you got them on your home field.
Absolutely. We played a couple of really tough teams that first, actually it was our second week that we were able to do that. We played Platteville, which was a really tough team for us, and we competed fairly well with them. And then we played Lancaster, which was also a really great game for us, come from behind win for us with that game. So I think our girls are ready. We've been practicing when we can, and they're working hard.
You talk about that Lancaster game, and that was one I was looking at the schedule. Both teams have played them. Of course, Belmont did over the weekend in Prairie du Chien, and both were kind of high-scoring games, and both were 2-run wins by yourselves and Belmont. So, it's hard to necessarily compare one team versus another team, but it does give you a little bit of, insight into how maybe you're going to match up. And I would assume both teams can hit the ball.
Absolutely. We've got a good lineup, from 1 all the way down to 9. Wind could play a little bit of a factor tonight, I think. So, yeah, I think it's anybody's game.
Yeah, the wind, that's the story. Thank goodness for the press box here in Potosi, because we're kind of spoiled. It's we're out of the wind, but you guys have to be out there playing in it. It is howling in from right field. How do you see that maybe affecting things?
I think our outfield has to be prepared for anything. It's kind of coming from the northwest, so I definitely think that it could play a factor. It could definitely. Our pitchers could definitely have to make some adjustments, I think, but like you said, it's our home field, so I think that we have an advantage there, and yeah, our girls are ready to play.
All right, well, Coach Kirchhoff, hey, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll have more of our Raleigh Cheese pregame after this on Extreme 107.1 and also the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Some things are meant to come in a box, like chocolates, phones, or jewelry, but some things aren't, like a mattress. Hi, this is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress, and there are 2 major reasons why your next mattress should not come from a box. First, when foam is compressed for too long, it will lose its ability to return to its full thickness. And second, a good quality mattress, one worth the money you paid for it, is too heavy to ship by parcel service. With mattresses, lighter isn't better, period. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
Pregame 3.
Welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. It's presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersections of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Rob Spangler live from Potosi tonight. The wind howling out of the west-northwest here in Potosi, but otherwise, temperature-wise, it's fairly comfortable out there, but it is windy. So that is going to be a factor in our softball matchup today. Six Rivers Conference Belmont at Potosi Cassville. We'll get you to the starting lineups presented by Fuller's Milker Center in a moment. As far as injuries go, both teams relatively healthy here early in the season. Our injury report is brought to you by Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help get you the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLaw.com. Now for the starting lineups. Those are presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's, their complete hygiene line, options for brand new dairy setup and existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Belmont, the visiting team, they'll be batting first. Leading things off is number 3, Addie McNett. She is a second baseman, followed by fellow junior, number 22, Claire Rundy, the left fielder. Then batting third, it's Carson Raymaker, the shortstop. And batting cleanup, center fielder Morgan Freeman. Batting in the number 5 spot, it is Casey Rickers, the third baseman. Then Jalen Leitzinger, the first baseman, followed by Lexi Rickers, the catcher, Callie Hodgson, the pitcher, and Emily Ryder, the right fielder. She's batting 9th. For Potosi Cassville, their starting defense looks like this on the mound. It's Elle Pierce, the pitcher. Behind home plate, the catcher, the other half of the battery, Maddie Weber. Over at first base, it is Delaney McKillop. Oh, we're going to pause just for a second. We've got the national anthem going here. Hold on.
In Game 1.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In Game 1.
And we're back after the national anthem. Sorry about that. Hard to pick up any audio with the howling wind out there. But we are back to action and just about ready for the first pitch. Let's wrap up our Fuller's Milker Center starters. So we're looking at the defense for Potosi Cassville. On the mound, pitcher Elle Pierce. Catcher is Maddie Weber. At first base, Delaney McKillop. At second, Miranda Kieler. At third, Ruby Rose. Shortstop is Elena Kirchhoff. In the outfield, Serena Flores in left. Manhattan Udelhoven in center, and Courtney Jefferson in right. And here comes the first pitch. It is high, ball 1 on Addie McNett. Again, leading off for Belmont here in the top of the first inning. Rob Spangler bringing you the action. Just underway. We'll get the colors of the game brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. There's a swing and a miss there. 1 ball, 1 strike count. 3 convenient locations to serve you: Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. Elle Pierce on the mound. That pitch upstairs. It's 2-1 on McNett. Belmont wearing white tops with black pants. They've got white numbers with a black outline and then the orange stripe down the pant legs. Here's a swing and a miss. Count even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to McNett. For Potosi Cassville, they've got black pants with white tops with pinstripes. Also green and maroon coloring. Here comes a foul over the screen, out of play, and it's still 2-2 on Addie McNett. Those are your colors of the game. Again, brought to you by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. We're in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth tonight. We actually have a broadcast booth. Thank goodness. Wish all schools had one. Can we take this with us? Kind of hard to move. That one fouled to the screen. Still 2-2 on McNett here on Extreme 107.1 tonight. And also, you can watch the game on our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. So, a couple ways to consume. This one popped up, fouled out of play. First base side hits the seats. You can hear it hit the aluminum of the seating structure. Count still even, 2-2 on Addie McNett leading off for Belmont in the first. Chopper, third base side, playable, throw. Gets past the first baseman, McKillop. Can't quite handle it. It was a low throw by number 22, Ruby Rowe, but certainly one that maybe McKillop should have dug out. So call that a E3, and reaching safely, it is Addie McNett. That'll bring up Claire Rundy, the left fielder. Runner on, nobody out here in the top of the first. Pierce pitches, bunt laid down. That's a beautiful bunt. Nice play, though, by Weber behind home plate. The catcher, she throws to first to get Rundy for the put out. That will move the runner to second. The plan, of course, for Belmont there. That will bring up Carson Raymaker, the shortstop, with a runner in scoring position now. McNett at second with Raymaker at the plate. We have a Coach Hodgson coming to the dugout for just a second. Looks like maybe needed to get his cheat sheet, his play calling cheat sheet. So 1 out, runner at second, Raymaker at the plate, Pierce with the pitch. Pop up, center field. Udelhoven there makes the catch. Runner thought about tagging, decides to hold, which is a smart decision because Udelhoven would have had her dead to rights at third. So a pop fly out. There's 2 away now here in the top of the first for Belmont, and that'll bring up Morgan Freeman, the center fielder. First pitch to Freeman, high, ball 1. Game brought to you by Mound City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. There's a called strike. 1-1 on Freeman. Schneidl's Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer, Bradley Schneider. Sponsor. There's another called strike. 1-2 on Freeman. So Pierce ahead here. 2 down. And the pitch popped up right over the second baseman. She has it and making the grab with the out. It's not Ruby Rowe, Miranda Kieler at second to make the play. And that is the final out of the inning, so Belmont gets 1 aboard. They strand that runner, Addie McNett, at second. No runs, no hits, and 1 error committed that inning. We head to the bottom half of the first with Potosi Cassville batting right after this timeout on Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Affordable health care right here in Dubuque at Crescent Community Health Center. Crescent offers affordable, high-quality health care to everyone with insurance assistance available. Whether you need medical, dental, brain health, or general wellness, Crescent provides the expertise you expect and deserve. Learn more of the variety of services available by visiting crescentchc.org. Crescent Community Health Center on the corner of 17th and Elm Street in Dubuque.
In Game 2.
Back to action on Extreme 107.1. This one fouled out of play. First pitch in the bottom half of the first to Manhattan Udelhoven. Center fielder leading off for Potosi Cassville. Let's take a look at the rest of their lineup. Batting second is Ruby Rowe, the third baseman. Then Elena Kirchhoff, the short. And cleanup hitter is Maddie Weber, the catcher. This pitch called strike outside corner. Quickly 0-2 now on Udelhoven. Behind Weber, it is Delaney McKillop, the first baseman, then Miranda Kieler, Serena Flores, left fielder, then Ellie Pierce, the pitcher, and batting ninth. This one popped up, out into left, but playable by the left fielder. That would be Claire Rundy, who makes the out, and there's 1 quick out. But at the bottom of the order, as we mentioned, Lily Cooley batting in place of Jefferson as the DP, the number 9 hitter. So that is a look at the batting order for Potosi Cassville, and now up it's Ruby Rowe. And she'll smash one up the middle for a base hit. That one right between the short and second baseman. First hit of the game goes to Ruby Rowe here in the bottom of the first inning. Both of these teams have been hitting the ball really well as of late, putting up a lot of runs, so especially as windy as it is, I would expect maybe a high-scoring game here today. That one called strike on the outside lower part of the plate on Elena Kirchhoff, the shortstop. Callie Jo Hodgson on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, chasing it inside. 0-2 on Kirchhoff. Game brought to you by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber, when you are ready. That one missed high and outside. 1-2 on Kirchhoff. Ruby Rowe at first. 1 out, bottom of the first, scoreless game here. This one lifted over the backstop and press box. Heads up behind us. That one could have made it to the parking lot with the way the wind is blowing. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kirchhoff. Runner at first, 1 out. That one way outside and high. It's ball 2. Grant Regional Health Center is sponsor. Their ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. This one chopped foul, third base side. Almost catching Maddie Weber in the on-deck circle there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kirchhoff. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Hodgson with the pitch. Grounder past the third baseman to the short. She can't quite handle it. Rounding or safely making it to first. It is Kirchhoff. Call that an infield single for Kirchhoff. Gobbled up the third baseman and almost gobbled up the shortstop on that one. So back-to-back singles, that'll bring up Maddie Weber, the catcher. She will foul this one off left field side. That wind howling, ball's naturally going to pull that way. Potosi Cassville with runners at first and second now. First scoring opportunity of the day for Potosi Cassville. Callie Jo Hodgson looks in, and the pitch. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike on Weber. Pitch here. Catches the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one fouled off the face mask of catcher and I think the home plate ump as well. Stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. They both look to be just fine. It's a glancing blow. This one popped up, gonna blow foul over the backstop. On a non-windy day, I'm not sure that maybe would do that, but today anything in the air is gonna go to the left. Got some gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Sure seems like that's accurate too. Here comes the pitch. That one's low and inside. Good job by Lexi Rickers blocking it. 2-2 count now on Maddie Weber. Weber trying to generate some offense early for Potosi Cassville. It's scoreless. Runners at first and second. There's just 1 out. That one's going to miss upstairs, and we have a full count now on Weber. So Weber, 1 pitch away from either loading the bases or maybe getting a big hit. That one's called strike 3. Looked maybe a touch high, but hard to tell from our vantage point up here. So called strike 3, first strikeout of the game on Maddie Weber. There's 2 down now, and that'll bring up Delaney McKillop, the first baseman. That pitch is a called strike as well. This one chopped between third and short. Solid base hit. And it eats up the left fielder. That'll score a run. And pulling into second, it is Delaney McKillop. Call that an RBI single. She reached second on the error from the left fielder. That'll bring up Miranda Kieler, the second baseman, runner at second and third. Runners at second and third. That pitch missed upstairs. It's ball one. So 1-0. Potosi Cassville draws first blood here. 2 outs, bottom of the first. That pitch is a called strike, and it's 1-1. One's upstairs, popped out of the glove of Rickers for a moment, but able to recover quickly. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Miranda Kieler. Ooh, that one gets away from Rickers. The runner is moving, and she should score, yes. A wild pitch scores the runner from third. That's a second error this inning on Belmont. It's a wild pitch on Hodgson, and a run comes across. It's now 2-0, Potosi Cassville. Count, meanwhile, is 3 balls and 1 strike on Kieler. And the pitch, called strike. Full count. Runner over at third is Delaney McKillop. One more runner in scoring position here for Potosi Cassville. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the threat. But 2 runs do come across in the bottom of the first. There's 2 hits and 2 errors. Actually, 3 hits and 2 errors. And 1 left on. The score, after 1 complete, 2-0. Potosi Cassville on top of Belmont. Back after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
Did you know that lung cancer is one of the most treatable cancers when caught early? That's where a simple lung screening can make all the difference. If you're 50 or older and have a history of smoking, a lung screening could help detect issues early, before they become a problem. Call 608-723-2131 to schedule your lung screening and take charge of your health today. Accepting Medical Associates, Dean, and Quartz Insurance, to name a few. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Prom 2025 is here, and Bridal Boutique's grand finale prom sale starts now, and that means huge discounts. Dresses starting at $99, and all dresses are at least 25% off. Book your appointment now. Prom is an event to remember. Bridal Boutique in Platteville wants to make sure you have the best prom ever. They're less than 30 minutes from Dubuque and Galena. It's the grand finale prom sale at Bridal Boutique, Main Street in downtown Platteville. Find Bridal Boutique on Instagram and Facebook.
In Game 3.
Extreme 107.1, WPVL FM Platteville. Rob Spengler from Potosi tonight, bringing you high school girls softball. Potosi Cassville leading Belmont 2-0 after 1 inning. Leading off this inning, it's Casey Rickers for the Braves, and she's up early 2-0. The count, 2 balls, no strikes. There's a called strike inside corner on Rickers. Rickers is the third baseman for the Braves. Batting 5th. Watches that one just a little low, 3-1. Following Rickers, it's Jalen Leitzinger and then Lexi Rickers, Casey's sister. There is a called strike. Full count. 3-2 on Casey Rickers. And the pitch fisted to short. Shortstop there, throws, and play is made by McKillop. That one was thrown a little low by Elena Kirchhoff, but a good job by McKillop to dig it out, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Jalen Leitzinger. Belmont did get a runner in scoring position last inning, but unable to get that runner across. There's a called strike on the outside corner on Leitzinger. Addie McNett led off. She reached on an E3 back in the first. This one cracked foul, third base side. Towards the Potosi Cassville dugout. 2-0. Potosi Cassville leading Belmont here, top of the second inning. There's one away. This one just dribbled off the end of the bat by Leitzinger. She tries to run it out, and she gets to first safely. Ball dropped by McKillop. Bit of a tough throw, but I think it's, probably a play that McKillop needs to squeeze, so we're going to have to say an E3 on that one. And that'll bring up Lexi Rickers. And Rickers fouls one off. This will be right over, actually right into the Belmont faithful. It didn't hit anybody. It landed in somebody's folding chair. Maybe Claire Rundy's mom? Not sure. Somebody over there. Anyway, 1 strike count. Bunt attempt. Nice bunt put down by Rickers, but she's thrown out. She does move Leitzinger to second. So Rickers puts down the bunt, the sack bunt to move the runner to second. There's 2 outs now, and that will bring up Callie Jo Hodgson, the pitcher for the Braves. Runner at second base. Belmont had a runner in second back in the first, but was unable to get that runner across. We'll see if they can change that here in the second. That pitch missed high and outside, ball 1. That one's going to be low in the dirt. Good job by Weber blocking. 2 balls and no strikes on Hodgson. Hodgson, they don't have official heights listed, but I think pushing over 6 foot. Good sized batter. Sometimes when you're taller like that, you do have that bigger strike zone, but she's ahead. 3-0 now. The runner at second. And the pitch here, swing and a miss. Three balls, 1 strike, the count. Here on Hodgson, runner at second. Swing and a miss, full count. Belmont, 2 outs here. Trying to get a 2-out rally going in the top of the second. They're down 2-0. This one fouled out of play. Count stays full, 3-2. One thing about Hodgson, with her size, if she does get a hold of one, going to be able to drive it. Pierce with the pitch, fouled to the screen. Still a full count, 3-2 here on Callie Hodgson. Number 9 hitter Emily Ryder in the on-deck circle here. That one's high and outside for ball 4. So Hodgson earns a walk, had to battle in that at bat, and that'll bring up the right fielder Emily Ryder. Looks like we may have a courtesy runner in, and we do, for Belmont, and I believe that is number 17, which I believe is Ashley McDonald. So McDonald, courtesy running at first. Here comes a pitch, pop up. This one going to be caught. Udelhoven races in from center field to make the grab, and that is the final out of the inning. So Ryder flies out to end the threat. Belmont did have 2 runners aboard that time, a walk. They reached on an error as well, but again, no runs and no hits. 1 error committed, and the score 2-0 Potosi Cassville on top of Belmont. We head to the bottom of the second after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
Kurt Martin, service manager at Anderson Weber Toyota.
If winter travel has taken a toll on your Toyota's tires, April is a great time to replace those treads at Anderson Weber. During April, buy 3 tires, get the 4th tire for $1. All Toyota tire purchases include Toyota's tire price match guarantee, free tire rotations, and 2 years of road hazard coverage. Restrictions apply. Visit AndersonWeber.com for details. During April, buy 3 tires, get the 4th tire for $1. At Anderson Weber Toyota, next to Target and Dubuque, Anderson Weber Toyota, when your tires are ready.
Could there be a better name? Auto Value Parts Stores. They aren't just about air fresheners or fuzzy dice. Auto Value Parts Stores are all about parts, auto parts, and advice. Pros who know auto parts with tons of tips when you need them the most. You want real value? Don't go to a place with a cute name. Go to Auto Value. Could there be a better name? I didn't think so. Your Auto Value Parts Store. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts.
In Game 4.
We're back at the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. Glad to be indoors tonight in an actual broadcast booth. Thank you to Potosi for that. Score 2-0 on a blustery, windy night in Potosi. Potosi Cassville on top of Belmont as we begin the second inning. First pitch misses, low and outside, ball 1. Flores at the plate for Potosi Cassville. There's a called strike. Flores didn't agree. Serena Flores, the number 8 hitter, followed by Ellie Pierce, the 9 hitter. There's a called strike as well. And again, Flores shaking her head. Does not agree with those strike calls, but the ump is calling it how he sees it. That one will miss outside, and it's 2-2. Lexi Rickers really set up quite a bit off the plate on that last pitch. Hodgson looks in, and here comes the throw. Low and inside. Full count. So Serena Flores has worked herself full here. Lead off the second for Potosi. There's a called strike 3. Kind of the same spot that the ump had been calling, so Flores may not agree, but when you know that's where the ump's calling it, you gotta battle. Here comes Ellie Pierce. And that one will miss outside. Ball 1. Man, the American flag in center field is just blowing straight left. That one will miss inside. Pierce stood in there like a champ. She was going to take one for the team if that was about 3 inches further inside. 2-0 count. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike on Pierce now. Pierce so far has been pitching pretty solidly. According to my stats, hasn't given up a hit yet. That one fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One away. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Nobody on board. Ellie Pierce, the number 9 hitter, batting, and then top of the order awaits with the Manhattan Udelhoven. Actually, I'm sorry. It's Lily Cooley awaiting the DP. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. So now we're at the bottom of the order. Lily Cooley, the designated player, batting. She'll be hitting for Courtney Jefferson, the right fielder. Chases that one. Strike 1. That one's a called strike. 0-2 here on Cooley. Cooley way back in the batter's box. That one misses low and inside, ball 1. Her heels are basically just inside the batter's box, so she's about as far away from the plate as you can get. There's a called strike, and she's caught looking. So 3 strikeouts that inning for Callie Jo Hodgson. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the third. The score still 2-0. Potosi Cassville on top of Belmont. Girls High School softball here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
It's one of the best rivalries in baseball. Milwaukee versus Chicago. Go to the game with MidwestBusTrips.com. Just pack your cooler and invite your friends. They take care of the rest. Board their buses to American Family Field in Milwaukee Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, May 2nd, 3rd, or 4th for Milwaukee versus Chicago. With departures from Platteville and Dubuque, it's a stress-free day of baseball at American Family Field. Get full trip details and purchase your tickets now at MidwestBusTrips.com.
Is your home internet connection up to the challenge of streaming, gaming, scrolling, and shopping across multiple devices? How about connecting with friends and family or uploading files for school or work? For Platteville residents, better fiber internet is within reach. Spring for Astria high-speed internet this season and experience excellent Wi-Fi coverage. Plus, Astria's easy-to-use app gives you complete control over your Wi-Fi network. For more information, visit astriaconnect.com/signup or search Google for Astria Internet. Not available in all areas. Please call or click for details. In Game 5.
First pitch misses outside on Addie McNett leading off the third inning for Belmont. She will foul this one off. Kind of fisted it foul first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike on McNett. McNett reached on an E3 in the first. Belmont down 2-0. We begin this inning. There's a pitch called strike inside corner. 1-2. A blustery, windy day here in Potosi. See the dirt kind of blowing across the field. That one fouled to the screen. Still 1-2. This one grounded to second. Easily dug up by Miranda Kieler, and there is out number 1. That will bring up Claire Rundy, the left fielder. And the pitch, high and outside, ball 1. Good day to fly a kite if you want to leave the ground. It is windy. This one grounded between third and short. That will be the first base hit of the game for Belmont. Claire Rundy trots into first for the single. Belmont trailing 2-0 here in the top of the third, trying to get some offense going. And Carson Raymaker, their number 3 hitter, is batting now. She flew out back in the first. Pops this one up just over the second baseman, and it bloops in for a hit. That was a really, really tough blooper that Kieler at second tried to get back to, but boy, it would have been a spectacular grab had she been able to get there. We'll call that another base hit single, and now back-to-back hits has Belmont with runners at first and second with 1 out. And their cleanup hitter, Morgan Freeman, batting now. She's showing bunt, pulls back, it's a called strike. Count is 0-1 on Freeman. Belmont kept their runners at first and second for the time being. Pitch chopped to second. Kieler can't quite handle it. Not going to be able to make the play. Kieler stopped it, and then I don't know if just lost track of the ball or what, but wasn't able to recover in time to field it and make the play. So we'll say a E4, and Morgan Freeman reaches first safely. That'll bring up Casey Rickers. Bases are loaded now for Rickers with 1 out. There's a called strike. Good looking pitch by Pierce. Belmont trying to, that one is going to hit Casey Rickers and score a run. So Rickers hit by a pitch, and a run gets across. Belmont's first run of the game. They now trail 2-1. Runners advance. Still bases loaded with one out, and that'll bring up Jalen Leitzinger. She'll swing at this first pitch and miss for strike one. Boy, big gust of wind just blew the dust through the infield again. That's one thing you got to be aware of, whether you're a runner or a fielder, is not getting that dirt in your eyes. There's a swing and a miss. Great outside pitch from Pierce, getting Leitzinger to. Leitzinger checked, and they say she went through for the strikeout. So Leitzinger strikes out. That's 2 away, and that'll bring up Lexi Rickers, the catcher for Belmont. Braves have gotten 1 run so far this inning on a hit batsman, but the bases are loaded with 2 outs. They're looking for more. This pitch is a called strike on Lexi Rickers. Again, a nice pitch by Ellie Pierce. Pierce trying to get out of the jam. Pop up. This one, center field. Udelhoven there makes the catch. And so the threat has ended for Potosi Cassville. Just 1 run across for Belmont. They do get 2 hits and a couple errors. There was a hit batsman that scored the lone run that inning for Belmont. And the score is 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Potosi Cassville leading Belmont. More after this here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in 1 day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Hi, this is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress. Mattresses are not something that you should have to unbox and set up yourself. Frankly, they're cumbersome. That's why at Dubuque Mattress, we deliver, set up, and get rid of the old mattress for you. And it's not just for people in Dubuque. We deliver just about anywhere. Chicago, Des Moines, Minneapolis, Kansas City, or anywhere in between. So, when it's time for you to get a new mattress, let Dubuque Mattress take care of all of it for you. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 6.
2-1, Potosi Cassville leading Belmont in Six Rivers girls softball. Rob Spangler on Extreme 107.1. Also the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel tonight. And leading off the third for Potosi Cassville, it is number 17. That would be Manhattan Udelhoven, their leadoff hitter. First pitch, ball 1 on Udelhoven. Udelhoven flew out in the first. Hops this one up. Behind home plate, Lexi Rickers is there and makes a catch. Wow. Had to shove the home plate umpire out of the way to make the grab. The ump looks fine. Didn't hurt his feelings, I don't think. But Rickers, what a great catch. There's 1 away. That'll bring up Ruby Rowe, the third baseman. Game brought to you by Live Freed Feed Service of Cassville, Platteville, and Potosi. Call Dan, Perry, and the gang at Live Freed Feed for your on-farm animal nutrition needs. This one popped up. Shallow left. Claire Rundy there makes the catch. And there's 2 quick outs. That'll bring up Elena Kirchhoff. Game also brought to you by Benton State Bank and its branches, Schulzberg Community Bank, Tennyson Potosi Community Bank. They built a reputation of putting the customer and community first. Pitch here, way outside and high. Ball 1 on Kirchhoff. Also, Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. Contact Fritz's Burner Service. Your best choice for heating and cooling needs in Darlington and the surrounding area. Check them out on the web. Swing and a miss there. Fritz'sBurnerServices.com. Count 1 ball, 1 strike here on Elena Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff did single in the first. back-to-back singles. This one fouled to the screen. Rowe singled and then Kirchhoff singled. Two outs, nobody on board. We're in the bottom of the third. Elena Kirchhoff at the plate for Potosi Cassville. Count is 1-2. That's high, 2-2. McNett Electric of Belmont, they can assist you with your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help. And that one's outside. Full count, 3-2 on Kirchhoff. This one chopped foul. Still full, 3-2. Tight game here, 2-1. Potosi Cassville leading. This one lifted just foul down the left field line. Missed it by maybe a foot and a half. Pretty close. Elena Kirchhoff stays alive. Full count now, 3-2. Again, 2 outs and nobody on. Callie Hodgson with pitch. Fouled off. Kirchhoff staying alive. Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont is the sponsor for your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating at Belmont. Another dust cloud blows across the infield. This one lifted to left. Back deep. Rundy near the fence. Can't get there. She runs into the fence. The runner, Kirchhoff, rounds second, heads to third, and slides in. Meanwhile, Rundy looks to be, I don't know if she's hurt or she was near the fence and smacked into it, trying to get to the ball. The ball landed just in front of the fence. And they're attending to Rundy right now, so she gets up on her own power and looks like she's all right. Coach Hodgson out there just to check things over. But Kirchhoff all the way to third. With the base hit. And now Potosi Cassville a chance to add to their lead here with 2 outs. So Maddie Weber, the catcher, will bat. It's one thing about this wind, it is blowing in hard from right, but also slightly out to left. So if you can get one up in the air out to left, you're going to drive it. That's what Kirchhoff did. So Weber steps in, and the pitch from Hodgson, this one popped up, foul. It's going to be on the roof. Waiting for that. Strike one on Weber. That one misses high. Good hop by Lexi Rickers to get up and snag that one. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Maddie Weber. Weber struck out back in the first. Runner at third. Potosi Cassville clinging to a 2-1 lead. That's high, 2-1. Bottom of the third inning here from Potosi High School. This one fouled to the screen. Count even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one fouled left field side. Still 2-2 on Weber. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third. That one's inside and low. Full count now. Hodgson trying to get out of the inning. Potosi trying to get another run on the board. Pitch. Chopper to short. Gets through the wickets of Raymaker, and that'll score a run. That is going to be an E6. But a run scores. And Potosi Cassville strengthens their lead now to 3-1. That'll bring up Delaney McKillop. McKillop drove in a run in the first, had an RBI single. And they say called strike, or did they say she went through on the check swing? Not sure, but strike one nonetheless. She'll swing at that and miss on the inside, and it's 0-2 quickly on McKillop. Weber over at first. Potosi Cassville looking for more. Ooh, throw to first is high. Good job of covering, though. Emily Ryder out in right field behind the first baseman. Lexi Rickers kind of uncorked that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, meanwhile, on McKillop. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning. Runner left stranded at first, but one more run does get across. Elena Kirchhoff with a extra base hit triple, and a run scores on an error. And now the score is 3-1. Potosi Cassville leading Belmont. We'll be back with the 4th after this on Extreme 107.1.
In Game 7.
If it's a double 50 or double 4 parlor you milk, see Fuller's Milker Center, your Kia dealer. Fuller's offers a complete line of high technology solutions to make your dairy a model of efficiency with state-of-the-art milking systems, revolutionary milking units, and the latest in udder prep and post-dipping systems with the best in automated animal monitoring. No matter how many cows you milk, you can rely on Fuller's Milker Center, LLC in Lancaster and Richland Center to keep your operation at peak efficiency.
The ultimate family experience is closer than you think at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium. Now is the perfect time to join in on the fun with a membership. Members enjoy free daily admission, discounts at select zoos and aquariums, guest passes, and access to special member-only events, including Member Appreciation Days. With exciting renovations and ice dinosaurs, the Lost World, the Alaskan Arctic, coming this summer, a membership is your ticket to making lasting memories with your friends and family. Auto renewal and multi-year discounts are available. Join or renew today at rivermuseum.org.
In Game 7.
We're in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth tonight here in Potosi. Potosi Cassville leading Belmont in girls conference softball 3-1 as we begin the 4th inning. Leading off is Callie Hodgson, the pitcher for the Braves, and the first pitch from Pierce is a called strike. Catches the outside corner there. 0-1 on Hodgson. Hodgson walked in the 2nd inning, her only at bat. This one hit right back at Pierce. She couldn't handle it, but Kieler makes the play from second anyway. So good reflexes by Kieler to pick up the liner off the glove of Pierce and throw out Hodgson for the out. 1 away, and number 9 hitter Emily Ryder now batting. And the first pitch is upstairs, ball 1 on Ryder. Top of the order awaits for the Braves, Addie McNett, Claire Rundy. That one misses low. 2-0 on Ryder. That one's called strike. Two balls, 1 strike here on Ryder, 1 out. Belmont down 3-1. This one lifted. Foul territory. Making the catch is Weber from behind home plate. And there's 2 away, and that will bring up leadoff hitter Addie McNett. Braves trailing by 2 runs, 3-1 here in the 4th. 2 outs. That one inside, ball 1 on McNett. McNett officially 0 for 2, did reach in the first on an error on the first baseman. That one misses outside. 2-0. Man, that wind is something tonight. That one misses upstairs. 3-0 on McNett. Pitch. Ball 4. So McNett earns a walk. That'll bring up Claire Rundy here with 2 down. That pitch missed upstairs. Ball 1. This one missed upstairs as well. 2-0. Kind of feel bad for the infielders and the base runners on a day like today. You got that dirt blowing in your face. That one misses low, and it's 3-0. So all of a sudden, Belmont trying to get some more base runners here. There's a called strike. McNett advances the second on that pitch. Count is 3-1. This one lifted foul. Left field side. Count full now, 3-2 on Claire Rundy. Claire ran into the left field wall last inning, but looks to be no worse for the wear. This one lifted to left. The left fielder there right over her head to the wall. Nice hit by Claire Rundy. That will drive home McNett, and that's a stand-up double. So Belmont back in business now. Pulling within 1 run, 3-2 with 2 outs. And the heart of their order up, Carson Raymaker, the shortstop, batting now. She's 1 for 2 today. Singled in her last at bat in the 3rd. There's a called strike. Rundy at second. Pitch. This one cracked to left. That one will get back to the left fielder. Rundy will round third, and she will score. Sliding in safely to second is Raymaker. Back-to-back doubles. And Belmont, just like that, has tied the game. Two outs. Belmont putting a rally together. They're back in this thing, and Morgan Freeman is batting now. First pitch is a called strike on Freeman. This one lifted right over the second baseman, a blooper to right. They'll wave the runner home. She'll score. And Belmont has their first lead of the day, 4-3. Little bloop RBI single for Morgan Freeman. Here in the 4th, Braves now have 3 hits in a row. Started with a walk to Addie McNett at the top of the order, and it's been hits ever since. This one fisted foul by Casey Rickers for strike one. Belmont leading now 4-3. So big fourth inning here for the Braves so far. 3 runs across, looking for more. Pitch from Pierce. This one popped up. Shallow center field. It'll drop. It's a base hit. Freeman, though, trying to get the third. Oh, the throw was in time, but unable to handle it was the third baseman, Ruby Rowe. Yeah, I think Freeman was pretty much dead to rights if Rowe handles that ball, but instead, now runners at second and third here with the base hit by Casey Rickers. It's officially going to be a single. She pulls into second on the throw. This one fouled to the screen. Jalen Leitzinger batting now. That's 4 hits in a row for the Braves, trying to keep it 5 in a row with Leitzinger at the plate. Leitzinger is 0 for 2 today. Swings at that, chasing one upstairs, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on Leitzinger. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Top of the fourth inning. Belmont leading 4-3, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Pierce gets out of the inning, but Belmont does get 4 hits in a row at one point, and they add 3 runs to take the lead. 4-3, Belmont leads. Bottom of the fourth. Coming up next here from Potosi, Cassville on Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Are you tired of paying a fortune for your prescriptions? Look no further than In Focus Pharmacy, located at 1690 Elm Street in Dubuque. In Focus Pharmacy is proud to offer you discounts on your prescriptions through their 340B program, no insurance required. But wait, there's even more. In Focus Pharmacy offers free services like medication synchronization and delivery. Call them at 563-239-9151 or visit their website, infocuspharmacy.com, to start saving today. In Focus Pharmacy, where personal care meets convenience, quality, and compassion.
In Game 8.
Rob Spangler by name here on Extreme 107.1 WPVL FM Platteville. Also the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. 4-3, Belmont has stormed back and leads Potosi Cassville. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 1 here on Miranda Kieler, second baseman for Potosi Cassville, leading off the fourth. And she'll rocket one to second, but Addie McNett, nice defensive play, reaches down, stops it, and throws across for the out. 1 away, and that'll bring up Serena Flores, the left fielder. Flores, the number 7 hitter. That one missed outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Another dust cloud blows across the diamond here. Almost need goggles out there today. This one fouled to the screen. It's like the movie Dune. Got a lot of sand, a lot of dirt blowing across the infield. 1-1 count. This one lifted to center. It is back, and it'll hit the fence. A liner hits the fence. Flores thought about going to second. The throwback to first is wild, but she will stay at first nonetheless. And Flores thought she was going to get a double out of that, but maybe hit it a little too well because it bounced off the wall, and Freeman was able to play it pretty quickly. A line drive off the wall and a base hit single by Serena Flores. And that'll bring up Ellie Pierce. And there's a called strike. Pierce 0 for 1, struck out in the second. one high. 1 ball, 1 strike on Pierce. This one lifted straight up in the air. Lexi Rickers underneath it makes the grab. She has looked really good in that catcher spot. Her sister was the starting catcher last year for Belmont. Has moved to third because they like her infielding abilities. Lexi not skipping a beat behind home plate. 2 outs, and that'll bring up the DP, Lily Cooley. This one fouled to the screen for strike 1. Bottom of the 4th inning, it's 4-3, Belmont a 1-run lead. Storming back in the top half of this inning, scoring 3 runs. Hodgson with the pitch. There's a called strike. Cooley struck out in the second. She's 0 for 1. Flores over there at first. That one missed upstairs. This one grounded to short. Raymaker makes the stop, the throw, and that's it. Final out. That will end the threat. 1 hit that inning, a single by Flores, who she lined it off the center field wall, but no runs and no errors. We head to the 5th. It is 4-3 Belmont with a 1-run lead over Potosi Cassville. Back after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 9.
Progressive knows when you own a boat or RV, it's like you're automatically on vacation, even if you're actually a marriage counselor in the middle of couples therapy. But in your mind, you're camping in Acadia. Puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. You're lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh, did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said, but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine, earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
What up, fellow Gen Xers? Elizabeth Banks here. As the original Latchkey kids, we took things into our own hands, like house keys and video game controllers. And now it's time for us to do it again, because the recommended age to get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. We're at over 6 times greater risk compared to adults under 50. So go to vaxassist.com and schedule. Gen X, this is our shot. Sponsored by Pfizer.
In Game 9.
Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel bringing you high school girls softball. Rob Spengler from Potosi tonight, a windy night. Thankful to be in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth this evening. The count is 1-2. You're on Lexi Rickers leading off the inning. For Belmont, she's caught looking at strike 3. So Ellie Pierce leads off the inning with a strikeout on Lexi Rickers, 1 away. And Callie Hodgson, the opposing pitcher, now batting. Number 8 hitter in the lineup for the Braves. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. There's a called strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Hodgson. Game brought to you by Parman Farm Supply. They offer best kill insecticide, Easy Way cattle feeders. Foul tip. And it's strike 3. Back to the catcher. 2 down. That'll bring up Emily Ryder, right fielder. Belmont leading 4-3. We're in the top of the 5th. That one just outside. Ball 1. Ryder flew out back in the 4th. That one misses inside. 1-1. Parman Farm Supply, they can work with beef and dairy operations from 1 to 1,000, organic and traditional. That's Parman Farm Supply of Belmont. Call them today. This one fouled to the screen. 1-2. 2 down. Top of the 5th inning here. Belmont has nobody on board. First 2 batters were strikeout victims, Lexi Rickers and Callie Hodgson. Ellie Pierce on the mound for Potosi Cassville. That one grounded past the shortstop for a base hit by Emily Ryder. So the number 9 hitter comes through with a big hit. Last inning, Belmont at one point had 4 hits in a row. It all started, though, with a walk from this next batter, Addie McNett, leadoff hitter. And the first pitch to her is a called strike. Belmont has a 1-run lead, 4-3. Top of the 5th inning here. That one's high. Runner is going. The throw just off. Looked like the throw was on time, but maybe just a little, the shortstop Kirchhoff was a little too out front in front of the bag. Couldn't quite reach back to make the tag. So runner advances to second, rather, and it's 1-1. This one ripped past first. McKillop couldn't handle it, but Kieler picks it up off the deflection and then throws back to McKillop for the out. So that will do it. Belmont strands a runner at second. They do get 1 hit, but no runs and no errors. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. It is 4-3 Belmont leading Potosi Cassville in girls softball here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In game 10.
Spring is here. Hi, this is Bobby with Five Lakes Center, inviting you to our Spring Spectacular Vendor and Fashion Show, Sunday, May 4th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering everything from unique handmade goods to the latest fashion trends. See what's hot for 2025 during the live fashion show. Then refresh your wardrobe, home, and more. Learn more about Five Lakes Spring Spectacular Vendor and Fashion Show on our Facebook events page, sponsored by Classy and Chic Boutique and X1071.
It's time for Julian Dubuque International Film Festival, with 7 days of great films, panels and evening events. Join filmmakers from around the world right here in Dubuque, Iowa, now being held over 7 days, beginning in Galena, Illinois, April 21st and 22nd, and Dubuque, Iowa, April 23rd through April 27th. Remember Rundy Auto Free Day, Thursday, April 24th, where general films are free, and Student Free Day on Friday, April 25th, sponsored by Green State Credit Union. All details at julianfilmfest.com.
In game 10.
First pitch, a called strike to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off Manhattan Udelhoven for Potosi Cassville. They trail 4-3. This one lifted just over the third baseman, and the shortstop slides over. That's Raymaker to make the catch, and there's 1 quick out. So Udelhoven flies out here in the bottom of the 5th for Potosi Cassville. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Ruby Rowe. Rowe 1 for 2, singled in the first, flew out in the third. And she'll chop this one down the first base side. Hodgson, wow, throws it into the dirt. Not a good throw. That will be an E1 on the pitcher for that throw. So Ruby Rowe reaches on the error. And that'll bring up Elena Kirchhoff, the shortstop. 1 out. Kirchhoff batting with a runner at first. Potosi Cassville down 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Showing bunt there was Kirchhoff. Here comes a throw to second, not in time. Good job by Rowe. Able to take that base. And looks like we have a walk, intentional walk here on Potosi Cassville's Kirchhoff. So that will bring up Maddie Weber. So runners at first and second now for Potosi Cassville. This one fouled to the screen, strike 1. Weber officially 0 for 2, but did reach on an E6 in the third, and a run scored on that play. This one lifted out to center. Freeman makes the catch. She got on her horse. Nice grab. And 2 away now. And that will bring up Delaney McKillop. McKillop 1 for 2 today. RBI single in the first. She drove in actually the first run of the game. Runner at second, first and second. This one cracked in the gap between second and short. Runner coming home, she will score, and we have a tie game. Another base hit single that scores a run by Delaney McKillop. She's had a big night. And game knotted back at 4 now with 2 outs, and that will bring up Miranda Kieler. Runner still at first and second for Potosi Cassville. Kieler chasing upstairs there, swings and misses, strike 1. Good battle here tonight between these Six Rivers foes. This one fouled off, heads up. That's one of those, if somebody isn't paying attention out there, there are some JV players playing catch that could do some damage if it gets a hold of you. Thankfully it didn't. 0-2 the count on Kieler. That one's low. 1-2. Sun shining through the clouds. We've had kind of a mix of clouds and sun today, but really sunny right at the moment. Count is 1-2 to Kieler. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Chopper back to the pitcher, Hodgson. She'll make the play this time for the final out of the inning. So Kieler grounds out. Runners left stranded at first and second. But the tying run does get across on an RBI single from Delaney McKillop. So we have a tie ball game as we head to the 6th. This one getting interesting. Back after this here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 11.
Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington has fantastic flooring to transform your home into your dream home. The pros at Hermson will measure and schedule your installation for your next carpet, laminate, wood flooring, tile, or luxury vinyl plank from the most trusted brands. Call Hermson's today to schedule your appointment. The flooring of your dreams is a phone call away. The local flooring pros make the job easy for you. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Dive into some delicious beverages and help United Way of Dubuque Area Tri-States find out who is the captain of the cocktail. This Thursday from 6 till 9 at Seven Hills Ballroom in Dubuque. The best local mixologists put their creativity to the test in 5 beverage categories. Try them all. Tickets are going fast, so get yours at dbqunitedway.org. Captains of the Cocktail. This Thursday at Seven Hills Ballroom in Dubuque. Get tickets at dbqunitedway.org.
In Game 11.
From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth here on Extreme 107.1, WPVL, and Queen Bee Radio's YouTube channel. First pitch is ball 1 on Claire Rundy, left fielder leading off for the Braves. She's the number 2 hitter, followed by Carson Raymaker, the shortstop, and then Morgan Freeman. This one lifted straight up in the air. And coming down from third base to make the grab, it is Ruby Rowe. And one quick out here in the top of the 6th for Belmont will bring up Raymaker. Raymaker, 2 for 3 today. RBI double in the 4th, a single in the 3rd. Trying to keep her hit streak going. She flew out in the 1st, so she's 2 for 3 at the plate. That's a called strike. Ellie Pierce working on the mound, swing and a miss, got her with the changeup, and it's 0-2 on Raymaker. Raymaker way out in front of that one. This one is rocked out to left, hits the fence. Raymaker rounds first, but she will stay there because, again, good job by the left fielder playing that off the wall and limiting it to a single. Serena Flores out there. So a rocket single with one out will bring up Morgan Freeman for the Braves. Couple more feet, and that one would have been a dinger. This one high, ball one. Tie game, we have a good one here tonight, 4-4. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Belmont, runner at first, one out, and there's a called strike. Morgan Freeman at the plate for the Braves. This one fouled off. Right field, first base side. Count as 1-2. Didn't really dawn on me earlier, but I just noticed that both teams are wearing white tops with black pants. The color schemes are slightly different, but it's really the same jersey except for pinstripes, right? This one chopped back up the middle. That is a base hit. And rounding second, heading for third is Raymaker, and she will hold up there. But a nice hit by Morgan Freeman, just right up the middle. It's back-to-back singles for the Braves, and now with one out, they have runners at the corners for Casey Rickers. Belmont trying to retake the lead here in the 6th inning. Getting down to the wire of this game. Should be a good one, good finish. Here comes the pitch, it's high, and Pierce mishandled it for a second on the throwback, while Freeman stole second. Good job by Kieler of covering, though, right behind Pierce. So Rickers and her coach, Jeff Hodgson, now are going to talk a little strategy before Rickers steps back in. She did show bunt on that first pitch, pulled back. We'll see what she does here. Runners again at second and third. Rickers lays off. It's high. 2-0. Rickers did not present bunt that time. 2-0 count. Pierce with the pitch. It's high again. 3-0. Just one out so far here in the top of the 6th. That one's low. Weber, good job of blocking it for ball 4. And now the bases are juiced. That will bring up Jalen Leitsinger for Belmont. Leitsinger 0 for 3 today, but did reach on a first baseman error back in the 2nd. First pitch, swing and a miss, big cut, strike one. That's the thing about Leitsinger. She does have power, so she will swing for the fences. Pierce so far has had her number, though, on the mound. Bases loaded, 0-1 count, one out. Pitch. Called strike. 0-2 now on Leitsinger. That outside corner has been pretty much a strike call all day for both teams. Pitch here. Popped up. Weber behind home plate. Makes the grab. That will freeze the runners. So 2 down, and that will bring up Lexi Rickers. Rickers 0 for 3 today. Ground out in the 2nd, flew out in the 3rd, and struck out in the 5th. Trying to get off the Schneid. A big hit here would bust this game open with 2 outs, but Potosi Cassville trying to get out of the threat. The first pitch misses upstairs, ball 1. Of course, with 2 outs, runners prepared to move really on any contact. 1-0 count, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Big cut by Rickers. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2 on Rickers. Again, bases are loaded. 2 down, top of the 6th inning. We have a tie game, 4-4. thriller here in Potosi tonight. Pitch outside. Trying to get that outside strike call, but a little bit too far off the plate. Count even up now, 2-2. Rickers back in the box and fouls this one off first base side. So Rickers, count even up, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, top of the 6th inning, tie game. Very important at bat here. This one fisted right to the third baseman, and a great grab by Ruby Rowe for the final out of the 6th. Belmont strands 3 runners. They do get 2 hits and a walk, but the more important thing, no runs. And again, 3 left stranded. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, still tied 4-4. Potosi Cassville batting after this here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 12, thinking about going back to school? It's a big step, and you don't have to take it alone. Southwest Tech's here to help. Join them at the Richland Outreach Center on Wednesday, April 16th from 6 to 7:30. Learn about career options, short-term programs, flexible class schedules, and more. No pressure, just information. Bring the kids, enjoy some refreshments, and take that first step towards something great. Richland Outreach Center, 373 West 6th Street on Wednesday, April 16th from 6 to 7:30. Southwest Tech, your future starts here.
Mound City Bank is here to help you stay vigilant and protect yourself from scammers trying to trick you into giving your money up by pretending to be us over the phone. Always stay cautious of incoming calls. Never share sensitive information with anyone who calls you unexpectedly, no matter who they claim to be. While we may verify personal details if you reach out to us, we will never ask for this information if we contact you. If you feel your accounts have been compromised, stop in or call us at 608-348-2685. Stay alert and protect yourself. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you. Member FDIC.
In Game 12.
Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube coverage of high school girls softball. Belmont at Potosi Cassville. We're tied 4-4 and bottom of the 6th underway. First pitch is grounded to short. Carson Raymaker makes the play and throws out Serena Flores for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Ellie Pierce, starting pitcher for Potosi Cassville. Ellie has been rock solid on the mound. Gotten out of some tight jams. Bases loaded last inning. This one fouled back to the screen for strike 1. As they say, she would like to help her own cause here if she can get on base. Wow, big dust storm just blew through. Pierce steps back in. Swings at that one, high and tight for strike 2, 0-2 on Pierce. That one fouled to the screen, still 0-2. Game brought to you by Live Freed Feed Service of Cassville, Platteville, and Potosi. Call on Dan, Perry, and the gang at Live Freed Feed. For your on-the-farm nutrition needs, Live Freed Feed Service, Cassville, Platteville, Potosi. 0-2 on Pierce. Called strike 3. 2 away, and that'll bring up number 9 hitter Lily Cooley, the designated player. Game brought to you by Benton State Bank and their branches, Shullsburg Community Bank, Tennyson Potosi Community Bank. They built a reputation of putting the customer and community first. First pitch, chopped to third. What a stop by Casey Rickers. And there's the throw. That was a beautiful defensive play by Casey Rickers on a rocket grounder to end the threat. A 1-2-3. We don't get those very often. Bottom half of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the 7th. Someone's going to win. We're tied 4-4. Potosi Cassville hosting Belmont. Back after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In Game 13.
Kurt Martin, Service Manager at Anderson Weber Toyota.
If winter travel has taken a toll on your Toyota's tires, April is a great time to replace those treads at Anderson Weber. During April, buy 3 tires, get the 4th tire for $1. All Toyota tire purchases include Toyota's tire price match guarantee, free tire rotations, and 2 years of road hazard coverage. Restrictions apply. Visit AndersonWeber.com for details. During April, buy 3 tires, get the 4th tire for $1. At Anderson Weber Toyota, next to Target in Dubuque, Anderson Weber Toyota, when your tires are ready.
Buying a mattress can seem overwhelming. How soft should you go, or how firm? How much support do you need? All great questions and all tough to figure out without the right guidance. Hi, I'm Jeremy Culbertson, and I've been building and selling mattresses with Dubuque Mattress for over 10 years, and with our guidance, we take all the stress out of mattress shopping. We guarantee you will love your Dubuque mattress, or we'll change it for you until you do.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In game 13.
7th inning, just about ready to start here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. First pitch is a called strike on Callie Hodgson. Number 8 hitter leading off for Belmont in the top of the 7th. We're tied at 4. This one fouled off out of play. Hodgson tonight, a walk, a strikeout, and a ground out. So unofficially 0 for 3, but did again reach on a walk back in the 2nd inning. 0-1 on Hodgson. That one's going to miss high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a very well played game here in very windy conditions. There's a grounder to short. Kirchhoff makes the play for out number 1. That'll bring up Emily Ryder. Ryder, 1 for 3, did single in her last at bat in the 5th. And she'll watch this one high for ball 1. Belmont trying to break the tie here in the 7th. That one is low, 2-0. Potosi just trying to get out of the inning and maybe have a walk-off win. Pitch, called strike, right down Broadway, 2-1. That one's low and inside. It's going to be 3-1 now on Ryder. Three balls, 1 strike. Emily Ryder batting. Called strike, catches that outside corner. It's been a hot spot all day. 3-2 now, count is full. This one chopped up the middle. Kirchhoff reaches down, makes the play, and there's 2 outs. That was an impressive out by Kirchhoff. Really made it look routine. Just reached down, snug it, pulled it up, fired it across. Very nice. 2 down, and leadoff hitter Addie McNett batting with 2 outs for Belmont here in the top of the 7th. Tie game, 4-4. Pierce with the pitch. Called strike. This one chopped to Kirchhoff. She stopped it. Can she make the play? Not in time. McNett legs it out. It went off the chest of Kirchhoff off a hard grounder. Hard to give an error on that play. I'm going to say an infield hit. That was just keeping it in front of you kind of territory. First pitch is a called strike here on Claire Rundy, who's batting with a runner at first and 2 outs. Belmont did put together a nice 2-out rally back in the 4th. They scored 3 runs on 4 consecutive hits. This one lifted just past the shortstop Kirchhoff for a bloop single, and now back-to-back hits by Belmont, and all of a sudden The Braves are in business here with their number 3 hitter, Carson Raymaker, coming to the plate. Raymaker having a day, 3 for 4 today. And Coach Kirchhoff is going to have a talk and maybe a pitching change. We'll see. While she talks it over with the team, we're going to thank some sponsors. That includes the folks at Live Feed Service of Cassville, Platteville, and Potosi. Call on Dan, Perry, and the gang at Live Feed for your on-the-farm animal nutrition needs. Live Feed Service, Cassville, Platteville, and Potosi. Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. Contact Fritz's Burner Service. Your best choice for all your heating and cooling needs in Darlington and surrounding areas. Check them out on the web at fritzsburnerservices.com. Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. Your agricultural, commercial, residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. Parman Farm Supply. They offer best kill insecticides, Easy Way cattle feeders. Parman Farm Supply can work with beef and dairy operations from 1 to 1,000. Both organic and traditional. Call Parman Farm Supply of Belmont today. Well, back to action here. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Raymaker at the plate. First pitch is low, ball 1. And Pierce is, by the way, staying in at the moment, pitching. Belmont trying to break this 4-4 tie. There's another low pitch, and it's 2-0 on Raymaker. Raymaker has a pair of singles and an RBI double in the 4th. That one called strike. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Raymaker. Pitch low. 3-1. Three and 1 count on Raymaker. 2 outs. Runners again at first and second. The pitch ripped foul all the way up to the school. Third base side. Full count, 3-2 on Raymaker here. Big pitch coming up. This one chopped to Kirchhoff. She makes the stop. The throw in the dirt. Not in time. Runner coming home and will score. McKillop couldn't dig it out. And so reaching first on the error, it is Raymaker, and a run scores. And now Belmont has taken a 5-4 lead. Huge series there for Belmont. Pitch here to Freeman is a called strike. Runners at first and second. So Belmont has eked out a run. Here in the top of the 7th, they're looking for more. 0-1 count on Freeman. That one's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one lifted to right fielder, right there, makes the grab for the final out. But Belmont gets a run off an error on a grounder to short. Carson Raymaker grounded. The throw a little low. A run scores from third, and the score now 5-4. Belmont leading Potosi Cassville as we head to the bottom of the 7th. So Potosi Cassville has to score at least 1 to keep the game going, and 2 to win it in a walk-off fashion. We'll be back with the conclusion next here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
In game 14.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Play ball!
Queen Bee Radio has your chance to win great seats to see Milwaukee baseball. Sign up to win at the Shoebox in Black Earth, Red and Debs in Platteville, Napa Auto Parts in Boscobel, Pizzeria Uno in Platteville, Quality Cellular in Lancaster, The Village Inn in South Wayne, and Utter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel. Plus catch Pizzeria Uno, the Annex, the Back Bar, and the Back Nine, and Home Key Real Estate coverage of Milwaukee baseball. Heard on AM 1590 WPVL. Presented by Napa Auto Parts of Boscobel, Pink's Automotive, and Goodney's Garage.
In game 14.
We're back from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. 5-4 Belmont with the lead. First pitch in the bottom of the 7th, a swing and a miss by Manhattan Udelhoven for strike 1. Potosi Cassville knows what they need to do. They're down 1 run here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's a grounder out to left. Nice base hit by Udelhoven to lead off the inning. That'll bring up Ruby Rowe, the third baseman. She is 1 for 3 today. Singled in the first. Also reached on a pitcher's error in the 5th. Has a runner at first with nobody out. Shows bunt. Gets it down. Third base side. Rickers fields and fires. The sac bunt moves the runner. Udelhoven to second. So textbook bunt there by Rowe, and now 1 away, and that'll bring up Elena Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff had a single in the first, a triple in the third, a walk in the 5th. And now we have a timeout on the mound with Belmont. Of course, she was walked intentionally in the 5th, so we'll see if Belmont maybe does that again or if they decide to pitch to Kirchhoff. We'll see. While they have a conference on the mound, we'll thank some more sponsors. McNett Electric at Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric are on call, ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, and residential electrical needs. That's McNett Electric in Belmont. Set to... Well, we got a pitching change now. It's Raymaker now pitching for Belmont. So that will slide to first, Callie Hodgson. Raymaker is a fastball thrower. She can really bring the velocity. We'll see if she can close this one out for the Braves. Needs 2 outs. I would assume that they will pitch to Kirchhoff, but we shall see. So Raymaker getting warmed up here. Again, Hodgson slides to first. Lightsinger slides to second. And at shortstop, it is McNett. So those are the changes. So here comes, actually it is, they do intentionally walk Kirchhoff. So that'll bring up Maddie Weber. So runners at first and second. 1 out. Pitch is low. Ball 1. Good job by Lexi Rickers blocking the plate there. That's one thing, too, about Raymaker with the velocity she throws with. Catcher really has to be on their game behind home plate. 2-0 here on Weber. This one fouled off. 2-1 on Weber. Runners again at first and second here for Potosi Cassville. 1-run game. Belmont squeaked out a run in the top half of this inning. They lead 5-4. This one lifted foul out of play. Over the backstop, it's 2-2 now on Weber. Sun shining, wind blowing, although a little less wind. Good job by Rickers again and keeping that in front of her. That was in the dirt. Full count now, 3-2 on Weber. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chasing some high heat was Weber. And there is 2 away now here in the top of the 7th. That will bring up Delaney McKillop. McKillop has a couple RBI singles tonight. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 5th. 2 for 3 at the plate. Potosi Cassville could use a hit here. Swing and a miss, though. Strike 1 on McKillop. Oh and 1. Raymaker's pitch. High and outside. Rickers checks her glove, makes sure she had it. One ball, 1 strike on McKillop. Swing and a miss. That high heat, so hard to hold off on. 1 and 2 count here on McKillop. This one fouled to the screen. 1 and 2 again on McKillop. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning. 5-4 ball game. We have a heck of a ball game tonight here. Belmont leading by 1. This one fouled off. Ricochets off a picnic table. Steered clear of everybody else, though. Count stays 1 and 2 on McKillop here. Big at bat for both teams. A hit for McKillop could tie it. Of course, an out would end it. That one missed just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on McKillop. This one up the middle, base hit by McKillop. That will round a runner home. The throw not in time. And sliding into third is Kirchhoff. And McKillop has tied the game. Another RBI single. That's her 3rd of the game. And it's now tied 5-5. 2 outs and a runner at third. Runners at the corners now with Miranda Kieler. So Potosi Cassville a chance to walk it off here with a base hit. And a pitch, check swing, Lexi Rickers. That one got past her momentarily, but they do not send Kirchhoff home. Count is ball 1. Carson Raymaker pitching in relief here for the Braves. There's a called strike. One and 1 on Kieler. That one way outside. Good job by Rickers snagging that. If that gets past Rickers, that was probably going to score the runner from third. 2 and 1 count. That one missed a little low. 3 and 1. Swing and a miss. Full count. Or that is strike 3. All right, never mind. So Kieler goes down swinging, but McKillop ties the game. An RBI single. There was 1 hit, a walk in there as well. Actually, 2 hits and a walk, and 1 run scored. And we have played 7 innings. We're still tied, 5-5. We have a heck of a ball game. We'll be back with extra innings, the 8th, after this here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
Post-match 1.
It is time for the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Edward Jones is a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
Post-match 1.
And welcome back. Extra innings underway. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count here on Extreme 107.1. Tied up 5-5. Top of the 8th. And leading off, Casey Rickers for Belmont. Swings at that one, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rickers, the number 5 hitter, followed by Jalen Leitzinger and Lexi Rickers. This one lifted to left. It's a little blooper. Base hit single. Belmont leads off the 8th with a base hit. That'll bring up Jalen Leitzinger. Leitzinger 0 for 4 today. Talking it over with Coach Hodgson and Potosi Cassville talking it over. Wonder if they might be considering a pitching change here as well. Belmont went to Carson Raymaker last inning. And looks like we indeed will have a pitching change. So Kirchhoff is sliding to the pitcher's slot. Or excuse me, not Kirchhoff. That is... grab my roster here. No, it is. Yeah, Elena Kirchhoff. That's right. I was right. So Kirchhoff is pitching in relief now. And while she does that, let's again take some time to thank sponsors of our broadcast tonight. Couldn't do it without these folks. Claire Bank, 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See them for the perfect paint for your next project. That's Hermson's in Bloomington and Platteville. Russell Law Offices here to assist you with your local legal representation. Call for a consultation and discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. Still windy. Not as much sun at the moment. Tie game 5-5. We're in the 8th. Belmont has a runner at first, and at the plate it's Leitzinger. There's a throw to second. There's nobody at second. So easily arriving was Casey Rickers. Leitzinger will step back in. 1-0 count on Leitzinger. Or excuse me, 0-1 count on Leitzinger. Shows bunt, pops it foul over the screen. And it's 0-2. On Leitzinger here. Nobody out. Runner at second is Rickers, top of the 8th inning. Shows bunt again. That one's inside. Has to pull back and spin around to get out of the way of that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike. And she shows bunt again, pulls back again. That one's high and outside, and 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Leitzinger. Extra innings, tie game, 5-5. Belmont batting. At Potosi, Cassville, swing and a miss. Big cut by Leitzinger. Count is full. Elena Kirchhoff pitching in relief. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Leitzinger, strikeout victim. That's out number 1. It'll bring up Lexi Rickers, the catcher for the Braves. Again, a runner in scoring position. Casey Rickers at second. That pitch way high. Ball 1. Bryan's Auto Body and Paint Specialist, a sponsor. The pros at Bryan's get the job done right. Unexpected dings, major repair projects, head to Bryan's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. There's a called strike on Rickers. Lexi batting, her sister Casey at second. Count is even, 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Shows bunt again, gets it down, and reaching on the infield bunt single is Lexi Rickers. The reason that worked is because the second baseman, who was cheating in, had to go all the way to the third baseline side to make the play and just didn't have enough time to throw for the out. So runners now safely at the corners with 1 out, and that'll bring up Callie Jo Hodgson. Belmont sends the runner from first to second. Potosi Cassville feigns a throw, as in they just throw it back to the catcher, or pitcher. 0-1 count here on Hodge. Hodgson showing bunt again. This ball got away from the catcher Weber for a second, then she's able to gather it before runner at third can think about coming home. It's Casey Rickers over there. Her sister Lexi is at second. 1-1 count. This one lifted to right. The right fielder makes the catch. They'll wave the runner home. No throw home. So a run scores, and Belmont retakes the lead 6-5 on a sac fly from Callie Jo Hodgson. Big run. Belmont scores with 2 outs, and that will bring up, or now there's 2 outs, and that'll bring up Emily Ryder. First pitch is a called strike to Ryder, who was 1 for 4 today. Runner's still at third for Belmont, so another insurance run if they can get another hit. This one grounded third base line, foul. Lexi Rickers is the runner at third. Pitching in relief for Potosi Cassville, Elena Kirchhoff. Extra innings here. We're in the 8th. Belmont has taken the lead, 6-5 now. Pitch. Called strike 3. And that will do it for the inning. But Belmont generates 1 run on a sac fly. They also do get 2 hits. Runner left stranded. And the score through 7.5, 6-5. Belmont leading Potosi Cassville. We're going to keep it here because we have some more sponsors to thank. We don't want to miss any pitches here in the 8th. We thank our sponsors, McNutt Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNutt Electric are on call, ready to help you with your agricultural, business, commercial needs. McNutt Electric Belmont. CJ ATM Service. See Chuck Schneering for your business and large-scale event ATM needs. Find CJ ATM Service on Facebook to learn more. CJ ATM Service, Platteville. Tim Slack Auction and Realty. Whether buying or selling, call Tim, Kathy, Chase, and the staff today. That's Tim Slack Auction and Realty, Lancaster and Fenimore. Justin Washburn and the H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical team continue to provide top quality plumbing, heating, and electrical services for your home, business, and farm. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscoville. And TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland, TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. First Supply of Platteville is sponsor to your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. And Guys Truck and Tractor, heavy-duty towing and recovery, 24-hour reliable roadside service, long-distance transports. Call on Guys Truck and Tractor, Kieler, and at guystruck.com. First pitch called strike. Leading off the inning here for Potosi Cassville, it is number 15, Serena Flores. She'll swing at that one, and it's strike two. Belmont clinging to a one-run lead, 6-5. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That one way high. Raymaker uncorked it. 1-2. Raymaker pitching in relief for Belmont. Pitch here, high again. 2-2. 7, 8, 9 hitters this inning for Potosi Cassville. Flores, Pierce, and Cooley. This one lifted back to the screen. Good effort by Lexi Rickers to try to get there, but to no avail. Count even up. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Serena Flores, left fielder for Potosi Cassville. That pitch missed low. Full count. And this one lifted, foul territory again. Rickers, though, able to make the catch this time, and she's really been outstanding behind home plate tonight. 1 away. That'll bring up Ellie Pierce. Actually, I think we may have, yeah, we do. We have a pinch hitter in, Riley Meyer, number 4. So, Riley Meyer again, pitch hitting for Ellie Pierce. She will lift one out to center, making the grab. What a diving catch by Morgan Freeman. Wow. That was a tough one. And Freeman able to dive at the last second and squeeze it for out number 2. And for Potosi Cassville, they're down to their final out with Lily Cooley, the designated player, and number 9 hitter coming to the plate. First pitch is low, ball 1. Belmont leading 6-5 here in the 8th. Swing and a miss. Count even up now, 1-1. That one's in the dirt. I think Rickers lost track of that for a moment. 2-1 on Cooley. That one's in the dirt. 3-1. Well, if Cooley can just get on board, the top of the order is waiting. And Hatton Udelhoven in the on-deck circle. This one grounded foul. Full count, 3-2 now on Cooley. Carson Raymaker trying to close this thing out for Belmont. Full count, 3-2. Here comes the pitch. Chopper to third. It gets through for a base hit. Big hit by Lily Cooley. Keeps the inning alive for Potosi Cassville. And now back to the top of the order we go with Manhattan Udelhoven. Pitch by Raymaker, a grounder up the middle, another base hit. Runners at first and second. That's back-to-back hits here in the 8th for Potosi Cassville. They're not going quietly. And Ruby Rowe now coming to the plate. comes Raymaker. High. Ball 1. This one lifted. Third base side. It's trouble. It's going to drop. They'll wave the runner home. The throw not in time. And scoring on the bloop single by Ruby Rowe, tying the game back up here in the 8th. Potosi Cassville has tied it up 6-6. And that'll bring up Elena Kirchhoff, who gets intentionally walked here. That's her 3rd intentional walk in a row that she's faced, and now the bases are loaded for Maddie Weber. Weber going to talk it over with Coach Kirchhoff. Potosi Cassville trying to get a 2-out walk-off win here. If they can get a base hit, Raymaker trying to get to the 9th. That pitch is high, ball 1. This one chopped foul, third base side, just over the head of Manhattan Udelhoven. 1 ball, 1 strike on Weber. What a thrilling game here. Bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 6, bases are loaded, 2 outs. The pitch, called strike, and it's 1-2 on Weber. That one misses high and outside. Count even up. 2-2 on Weber. This one lifted right to the second baseman for out number 3. And we are going to 9 innings now. We head to the 9th. 1 run gets across to tie it up. That was a Ruby Rowe RBI single. They get 3 hits overall. And the bases left loaded as we head to the 9th inning. The score 6-6. Belmont, Potosi, Cassville in a epic battle here in Six Rivers girls softball tonight. And again, we won't take a timeout. We're just going to keep it here and thank some more sponsors. We've got a lot of them to thank. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For your hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Hardwood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. That's Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Krantz's Auto Parts, your local hardware Hank and Napa dealer. See Rob Krantz and the crew at Krantz Auto Parts for full-service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts in Fenimore. Bytech Resource Management of Greener Way. Bytech Resource Management of Monroe. Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont, Prairie du Chien, and at carey'sguttersanddoors.com. Sloan Implement, they are your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at sloans.com. Bouse Electric, call Brad Adrian, Josh Busher at Bouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and at wcc-brands.com. And People's State Bank for personal, home, business, ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Here we go to the 9th. Tie game 6-6. First pitch in the dirt. Inside on Addie McNett, who leads off the 9th inning for Belmont. Ball 1. So top of the order here for the Braves. This one lifted to right. That will drop for a base hit. Belmont gets a runner on board with nobody out, and that'll bring up Claire Rundy. Rundy 3 for 5 today. 2 singles, an RBI double as well. trying to keep Belmont's offense working here in the later stages of this game. Showing bunt is Rundy, pulls back, it's a called strike anyway. 0-1. Belmont, I would assume, wants to move that runner at all costs here. See if they show bunt again. And no, this is a rip. It's down the left field line. Nice hit by Claire Rundy. McNett will head to third, and a stand-up double for Claire Rundy to start off the ninth. Belmont in great shape now. Runners at second and third with nobody out. And that'll bring up Carson Raymaker. Raymaker also 3 for 5 at the plate. Pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. We have a thriller of a game. Tied up 6-6. We're in the 9th inning. We're in extras. Swing and a foul tip. Runner sent home. McNett slides in safely. So Belmont has retaken the lead, 7-6. Rundy also advanced to third. Raymaker still at the plate. It's 2-0. Kirchhoff pitching in relief. This one chopped foul, third base side. Two and one on Raymaker. Nobody out. Runner at third is Claire Rundy. This one high. Ball 3. That one is low. That actually is ball 3. Full count, 3-2 here. This one fouled off of Raymaker. She kind of took a ricochet off her body, and she needs a second to gather herself. That one stung, I'm sure. While they attend to Raymaker, we thank some more sponsors. Donnie's Tire and Auto, you can call the only hooker in town for 24-hour towing service. 568-3014, that's 568-3014. Your home for excellent car care, Donnie's Tire and Auto, Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville, they salute our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service. Raymaker back up to her feet, that's good to see. Benton State Bank and their branches Schulzburg Community Bank and Tennyson Potosi Community Bank have built a reputation of putting the customer and community first. And Live Feed Service of Cassville, Platteville, and Potosi. Call on Dan Perry and the gang at Live Feed for your on-the-farm animal nutrition needs. Live Feed Service, Cassville, Platteville, and Potosi. Raymaker looks to be all right. Just probably didn't feel real good taking a redirect off a foul ball to the midsection. Here comes the pitch. This one lifted out to center, but Udelhoven there. Runner tags. The throw cut off and scoring another run. Belmont gets a runner on board with a sac fly. So there's just one out, and Belmont now has taken a 2-run lead, 8-6 here in the 9th. Next up, it's Morgan Freeman, and the first pitch is way outside and high, ball 1. Freeman 2 for 4 today. Did reach base 3 times, though. Reached on an error on one of those. There's a called strike. 1-1 on Freeman. Big gust of wind there. Swing and a miss. Dirt blows through the infield again. 1-2 on Freeman. Check swing, misses. It's dropped. The throw to first is not in time. It glanced off of the glove of the first baseman. And so Freeman reaches on the error. So runner at first, 1 out, and that will bring up Casey Rickers. Called strike there. Caught that outside corner again. Did Elena Kirchhoff. Pitching in relief here for Potosi Cassville. Belmont's added 2 runs this inning, though. They lead it 8-6 in the 9th. Ooh, that one right at the thigh of Casey Rickers. She takes it like a champ and will head down to first. That's the second time Rickers has been hit by a pitch today. She was hit back in the 3rd as well, so knows how to take one for the team. There's a called strike on Leitzinger. Shows bunt. Bunts it foul. 0-2 count here on Jalen Leitzinger. Leitzinger is 0 for 4 on the day. Watches that for called strike 3. Two away, and that'll bring up Lexi Rickers. First pitch called strike on Rickers. Rickers singled back in the 8th. Then scored on a sac fly. Swings at that one. 0-2 on Rickers. Runners at first and second for Belmont. 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. Belmont has retaken the lead 8-6. We've had a thriller today. That one misses outside. Both runners advance meanwhile. Count is 1-2 on Rickers. This one fouled out of play.
Put it down and hit. Okay? Don't look. Soft on the front foot. Watch it hit the back. Come on, kid. Come on, forward.
1-2 on Rickers. Runners at second and third. 2 outs. High outside. 2-2. That one missed outside. 3-2. We have a full count. Full count, runners at second and third. Again, 2 outs here in the 9th. That one outside and high for ball 4, and now the bases are loaded. Callie Jo Hodgson coming to the plate here. She hit a sac fly last inning. The 1 run they scored to take the lead last inning, and see if she can add to the 2-run lead this inning, but first pitch is a called strike. 0-1. Bases are loaded. Top of the 9th. Belmont leads 8-6. Swing and a miss. Went down chasing on that. 0-2 on Hodgson. This one lifted to center. Udelhoven there makes the grab. There's the final out. Bases left, 3 runners stranded. Belmont adds 2 more runs to take an 8-6 lead. And the bottom of the 9th is coming up next here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. As this game is in extra innings, we'll see if Potosi Cassville has any more ammunition left in them to keep this one going. And we'll see if Carson Raymaker can close it out. We're going to keep it here, though. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, including Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. Contact Fritz's Burner Service, your best choice for all your heating and cooling needs in Darlington and the surrounding area. Check them out on the web at fritzsburnerservice.com. Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont for your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. Parman Farm Supply. They offer best kill insecticide, easy way cattle feeders. Parman Farm Supply can work with beef and dairy operations from 1 to 1,000, both organic and traditional. Call Parman Farm Supply of Belmont today. And McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric are on call and are ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, and residential electrical needs. McNett Electric in Belmont. Tomorrow looks like we do have a baseball game. Nope, softball, I'm sorry. It'll be Dodgeville at Platteville girls softball in the SWC. That will be on our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel tomorrow night. 5 o'clock first pitch, 4:40 Raleigh Cheese pregame. Again on our YouTube channel, so check that out tomorrow night. Here we go. Time to get going in the bottom of the 9th. The first pitch misses high for ball 1 on Delaney McKillop. This one fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. McKillop has had 3 big hits, all RBI singles in the 1st, 5th, and 7th. So she has really been clutch today for Potosi Cassville. This one a grounder to short, and it gets, mishandled by the shortstop, Addie McNett, who's filling in at short. Reaching on the E6 is McKillop. So, good start here for Potosi Cassville. They trail 8-6. Need a couple runs. Miranda Kieler comes to the plate, puts a bunt down, fouls it back for strike 1. Kieler 0 for 4 today. Carson Raymaker pitching in relief. There is a pitch, it's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one lifted foul over the backstop. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matthew Ganinin will be on the call tomorrow night. Again on our YouTube channel, Dodgeville at Platteville. Girls softball. 1-2. Pitch here. Swing and a miss. Chasing upstairs was Kieler for the strikeout. 1 away in the bottom of the 9th. That'll bring up Serena Flores, left fielder. Flores 1 for 4, singled back in the 4th inning. Shows bunt, fouls at third base side. McKillop again at first. 1 out. Count is 0-1. That one missed upstairs. Throw to second, right on target, and McKillop is dead to rights. Great throw by Lexi Rickers. And that is 2 outs now for Potosi Cassville. Flores at the plate. That one's high and outside. That one's in the dirt. This one lifted. Foul territory, just foul, left field side. Claire Rundy in the vicinity. Two outs, bottom of the ninth inning here. Flores at the plate. That one's low and inside for ball 4. So, another base runner aboard for Potosi Cassville. That'll bring up Riley Meyer. First pitch is a called strike. Kind of popped out of the glove of Lexi Rickers there for a second. Oh, 0-1 on Meyer. This one lifted out to right center for a base knock. Runner is going to third and will get there safely. I think if Freeman had tried to gun that to third, she might have gotten a runner. But it was cut off by the shortstop. So now runners at the corners here with a base hit single by Meyer. Potosi Cassville. They do need 2 runs to tie this game, but now they have 2 runners on board. And that'll bring up Lily Cooley. That pitch missed upstairs, ball 1. Cooley 1 for 4, did single last inning in the 8th. This one lifted foul over to right on the roof of the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. One ball, 1 strike on Cooley. 2 down, runners at the corners. There's a called strike. 1-2. Belmont just needs 1 more strike to end this game. Pitch. It's high. 2-2. Runner advances. Meyer uncontested the second. Runners at second and third. 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cooley. Belmont leading 8-6. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is your ball game. Finally, through 9 innings, Belmont holds off Potosi Cassville 8-6, but what a thriller of a game. And we'll be back to wrap up with our Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones postgame show coming up next here on Extreme 107.1, WPVL FM Platteville, and also the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Final score tonight, 8-6, Belmont over Potosi Cassville in Six Rivers Conference softball.
Post-match 2.
Over 2.8 million Americans have served in our military since 9/11. Many have returned home with devastating injuries and few resources for them and their families. This is news correspondent Bob Woodruff. I sustained a life-threatening injury while reporting from Iraq in 2006. The military had my back that day, and they have each other's while serving. It's time we had theirs. Please join us as part of the Got Your Six initiative. To learn more, go to gotyoursix.org using the number 6.
I left the military with a traumatic brain injury. I came home to fight depression, anxiety, and alcohol.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Madam Greathouse, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
With DAV's help, I've built a new life for myself.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just experiencing life.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Post-match 2.
Welcome back to the Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones post-game show. Our final score tonight, 8-6 Belmont pulls off a win over Potosi Cassville in a hard-fought battle through 9 innings. We'll run down the action inning by inning here in just a moment. Do want to thank our post-game sponsor, though. Again, that is Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management. Big shout out. Our Tricor Turning Point will be coming up as well. The insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. Well, let's run down the innings. First for the Potosi Chieftains. They started off the game pretty hot, jumped out to an early lead, 2 runs in the first off 3 hits. There were 2 errors, no runs in the second. Then in the third, they added to their lead, added 1 more run off of a hit. And there was 1 error. Belmont did add a run in the third as well. So it was 3-1 after 3 innings. The fourth is where things kind of turned a little bit in Belmont's favor. The Braves put up 3 runs on 4 hits in the top of the fourth to take a 4-3 lead. And they would hold that lead till the fifth when Potosi Cassville added a run off of a hit. There was 1 error that inning as well. It was one of Delaney McKillop's 3 RBI singles to tie the game at 4. In the 6th inning, nobody scored, and then we headed to the 7th inning where Belmont added a run and took a 6-5 lead. But then in the bottom of the 7th, guess what? Potosi Cassville added a run, another RBI single by Delaney McKillop to send it to extras. In the 8th, Belmont added another run off 2 hits, and Potosi Cassville added another run off 3 hits. That run was scored on an RBI single by Ruby Rowe. And then in the 9th, the Belmont Braves would add 2 more runs off 2 hits. There was 1 error that inning. The runs were scored off a sac fly and also a wild pitch. And Potosi Cassville, unfortunately for them, could not answer back. They do get a base hit and leave a couple runners stranded, but no runs. And the final score is 8-6. So again, Belmont knocks off Potosi Cassville in 9 innings by a score of 8-6. We'll be back to wrap up the post-game show, Reeves Wealth Management Edward Jones post-game show next with our Tricor Turning Point right after this.
Post-match 3.
There are places, people, and conditions in this world that almost seem beyond hope. But not when Mercy Ships is there. Mercy Ships is a place restoring sight to the blind, happiness to the outcast, and joy to the brokenhearted. Mercy Ships is the reason why hope is now in sight. To learn more, go to mercyships.org.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Post-match 3.
And welcome back to the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Final 8-6. Belmont defeats Potosi Cassville in Six Rivers girls softball in 9 innings. Let's take a look at the Tricor Turning Point as before we wrap up. It's brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. And the turning point really was the 9th inning, the top of the 9th for Belmont. They led off with a single from Andy McNett, their leadoff hitter. Then Claire Rundy hit a double. There were runners at second and third at that point. And then Carson Raymaker, while she was batting, there was a wild pitch that got past Weber, the catcher for Potosi Cassville. That allowed 1 run to score. That was the go-ahead run. And then on the next play, Carson Raymaker flew out to center, scoring yet another run. That was the second run, and that would do it. That was your margin. A sac fly, and again, a run off a wild pitch. Belmont would take the lead 8-6 in the 9th. And that was the final margin. That is the turning point of the game. Brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. That'll about wrap it up for me tonight. Boy, it's been a fun one. What a thriller of a ball game. Both teams played great tonight. And it's like just one team had to come out of here with a win. But, boy, it could have gone either way, no question. Belmont now 6-0. 3-0 in conference. Potosi Cassville falls to 4-5 and 2-2 in conference play. And again, tomorrow we'll have another broadcast, not here on Extreme 107.1, but on our YouTube channel, our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. We'll have softball. It's Dodgeville at Platteville in SWC conference softball play. Again, that'll be on our YouTube-only broadcast, the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. So check that out with Matthew Ganinin tomorrow night. First pitch around 5 with Raleigh Cheese pregame around 4:40. That'll wrap it up for me, though. Hey, you take care. Have a great rest of your Monday night here on Extreme 107.1 WPVL FM Platteville and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Have a good one.